Here we go, guys. This is our, ironically enough, I think this is what our third full series that we are catching. And this is VF119 versus SFSO. SFSO, again, the winner of Clash 5. We are now in Clash 6. 4 battleships minimum, 5 players. You could have up to 5 battleships. You could bring a different class if you would like. There are point values. So you have to try to min-max and figure out what's going to work for you and whatnot. So, VF119, we've got Unreal Alan in the Agincourt. He's a subscriber to the channel, so of course I have to be nice to him, right? We've got Mad1010. Looks like 1010 or something like that, the Julio. We've got our first look at a Georgia today. Got Alex 2000 going with the Georgia. Not secondary spec Georgia, though. It's all beef Georgia. Interesting. And then Rain 87 in the Palmer. This is full secondary. In front of them is a destroyer, Minekaze. That's Acromyrmex in a torpedo spec Minekaze. Opposing them is Revenge UK, also in a torpedo spec Minekaze. Now, I want to highlight this Minekaze here is using one of the special Japanese commanders. It gets an extra buff to its survivability expert. So what does that mean? That means a difference of, what, 250 hit points. We've got an Octo-Rev for their battleship lineup, taking Furious instead of Fire Prevention. Gun Mech, we saw him play a lot last season. He's in the Georgia, already turning out full secondary spec. He's wearing the Chicago Bears, and you guys know my feelings on that. Moving on to the other side, we've got a Ruprecht, Prince Ruprecht, Plasmatic Titan, and finally, Lord Carey and the Julio. So, these guys won last season, just basically bulldozing through things, through teams, with a Georgia and Prince Ruprecht combo. It looks like they're trying to bring that out again. One sec, my co-caster wants on my lap. Come on up, buddy. Alright, so let's take a look at the action here. We got torpedoes coming in on Revenge's Minekaze. They will miss. Octo-Rev quite low, though, early on already. JJ's forced to go back. He does have Furious, but obviously he doesn't want to be burning at this point, at this stage in the game. He's already burned his heel. There's his DCP. He's dark, and that's important. That's very important he's dark. He's actually lit now. Firing his guns at Rain's Palmer. It looks like Rain... Okay, Rain sees him and he's firing back. Nice hit, but definitely not enough to cause a kill. His bow turrets are on the Prince Ruprecht that are showing broadside. Titan does take a hit, stuns one of his torpedoes. Let's take a look. Ew, one of his torpedo tubes has 450 hit points. That feels bad. And the full beef Georgia is already in trouble. Wow. I'm really surprised to see that. I mean, he's healing. He does get quick reload on his heals, but still. Kind of feels like he's in trouble there. Shells coming in on Lord Carey's Julio. Won't do much. So you can see this Georgia is definitely the focus fire target for Team SFSO. JJ gets another heal off in his Octo-Rev at the far south of the map. And it looks like Alex is going to go down. Not even running a secondary spec Georgia. And he went down very quickly. He does get a good hit on Plasmatic Titan's Ruprecht, but still, losing one of your tier 9 battleships like that is... That's a kick in the guts, you know? That really is. Unreal Alan's Agincourt is also in trouble, as he gets Georgia'd. I saw those shells coming in from long range. That one looked like it hurt. As a matter of fact, please, as you're watching the tournament, guys, take a moment and clip amazing things that you're seeing. Always looking for good clips. That would have been a good one. Armor, torpedoes, just barely dodges though. Just barely dodges. But now he's got Gunworks Georgia.
Battle ends in 5 minutes.
That's gotta hurt. That's gotta hurt. I gotta say, SFSO is looking like they're gonna continue to just do their thing. Titan now gets some shots in through the uprights. Alright. Just got raided in. Welcome aboard, all the raiders. There goes Giulio, and all that's left is a Mine Kaze for Team VF119. Not a problem. He's got this. Solo warrior time. Pull up the pants. Let's do it. Pops his smoke. Look at him go. Surprised he didn't shoot at Lord Carey, try to get him on fire or something. Doesn't matter. He's got to heal up anyway. Ruprecht doesn't care about torpedoes. He just lazily turns. And this will do it for game 1. I'm going to go ahead and preemptively put SFSO up 1/0. Three minutes left in the game. Torpedoes coming out on Lord Carey's Giulio. He's going to take at least one. Just takes the one. At this point, you might as well just die. No point dragging this out. Matter of fact, it'd be nice if he did, because then we can get another game and possibly get to a game 3. But that's cool. Alright, he's detected. Ruprecht's Hydro is on. And there comes the Robocopping. See, I want to go like this. Set up for our death pick like that, perhaps. That'll work. Alright, there's our death pick. Alright, everybody, welcome to Game 2. VF119 versus SFSO. This is day 1 of Clash of the Classes Season 6. There are only 2 days. This is the group stage. Tomorrow is our playoff stage. Let's take a look at what we have in front of us here. So, VF119, Rain is in a Scharnhorst. It's weird. I've seen this. This is the second time we've seen this. A non-secondary spec Scharnhorst. And then we've got, there's that all-beef Georgia. Alex again. Unreal Ellen this time is in an Atlantico, a secondary spec Atlantico. And then we've got Mad 10 in the Giulio. In front of them is a Mine Kaze, again full torpedo spec. This is Trident. Posing to the south, Revenge in the Mine Kaze, engine boosting. Man, these guys in Chicago Bears colors and they're winning. It just feels weird. We've got Octo Rev, that's JJ. Once again saying, you couldn't kill me last game. Giulio heading that way as well, that's Lord Carey. Georgia, Gun Mech, heading his way towards the C-Cap, full secondaries. And Plasmatic Titan in the Ruprecht. You can see that the 9s are splitting up. And they're setting themselves up for a bit of a kind of hammer and anvil tactic on this map. Whereas it looks like VF119 is looking for more of a BC push side. All right, well, we'll see what happens. Ah, okay. I will need to do an ad break after this game. No problemo. Georgia detected. Shots out. He is broadside. Takes a little bit in the butt. Takes a little bit more in the butt. But that's about it. Remember their play over here, Georgia. This Georgia gun mech is going to play kite away. His whole purpose in life is to slow down and stop VF119 from pushing. While his teammates are able to get around the A-cap and through it. Nice shells coming in on Alex, but Alex hits the brakes. Shells fly right by. Bolt destroyers in the C-cap. No progress over there. Alright, Stevie wants his heating pad. Go ahead, buddy. Of all ships in this game to be shooting at early, side note, the Georgia is probably not the one you want to be doing. It takes so long to take a Georgia down. You're better off focusing if you've got somebody else like the Octo-Rev especially. Decent hits right there. Very decent hits right there from the Georgia. You see some very good support fire from the Octo-Rev. Georgia shells now on Rain's Scharnhorst. Tier 7, Scharnhorst doesn't have the greatest of armor against 9s, but dispersion is a thing. Unreal Allen pushing in the Atlantico. This one is concerning because right in front of him are a whole bunch of torpedoes. Also, if he's pushing, he's forced to show broadside to the Prince Ruprecht, the Julio, and the Octo-Rev. I'm not sure that I agree with the decision over here to push. There's a torpedo hit. Forces out the DCP. Revenge obviously is going to communicate that to his team. And Atlantico will now become the farming target for SFSO. Meanwhile, Gun Mech has lost not much damage at all. Oh, there's a big hit from Unreal Allen. See what I was talking about with showing broadside? That was probably from the Ruprecht. No, it might have been from the Octo-Rev. Either way, he's hurting. And torpedoes just barely miss the Minekaze. Speaking of Minekaze, Revenge detected now. Here's the part where I'm sure Rain wishes he had a secondary build that probably not, but might have gotten him down farther. At the very least. Now, if I'm Acro, I'm just Wing straight at him. I know I'm ahead on points. Hit points, I know he needs to get off the board. That's a very important piece to remove. Looks like he's doing just that. There's the W. Unreal Allen was not prepared with his guns. I'm surprised about that. And Revenge gets torpedo slapped off the board. Looks cool, but at the same time, well, it doesn't matter. There's really not much else he can torpedo for a while. Alright, so here's the problem. Unreal Allen has been turned around, and now he is broadside to the Georgia. Yeah, that hurt. He's got a DCP up, and he's got a heal up in 10 seconds. Here's where he should have been smoked up by the Minekaze. What should have happened there was the Minekaze should have smoked him up, and he should have not fired that last salvo at the Ruprecht. He could have sat there and healed. Nice kill by Alex, though, on Plasmatic Titan's Ruprecht. He turned around and got on the guy's flank. Torpedoes in the water, though. And like that, just like that, SFSO now has 3 ships. The VF119's 4. So at that point, Gunmech just needs to hit W, get back into this game. And these other two battleships just kind of hiding in the corner. This is one thing that SFSO does really well, is they take their battleships and they put them places where they can't be spotted. And then they just fly over islands. Now, Acronym gets himself detected. This is a huge error. Huge error. This might actually cost him his ship. It does. That's a big mistake right there. Way too close to that corner. Here comes some shells out to Lord Carey. Big hit on Lord Carey from Alexios' Georgia, and the torpedoes will take him down. This is actually huge. If it was a free kill for SFSO, that would have been a big problem. It's a trade. It's still a problem in my opinion, but at least it's somewhat contained. Octorev and Georgia versus Scharnhorst, Georgia, and Julio. Big hit there on the Scharnhorst from that Octorev. Looks like they've decided to focus down Gunmech's Georgia again. That's fine, but they need to W him. What I would be doing at this situation is taking Alexios' Georgia and just telling him to go. Just go. Get in his face. And then sending the other two ships to go deal with the Octorev. Instead, it looks like they've decided to back up and deal with the Octorev first, which is fine too. Alexios looked like it was a pause there, like he wasn't quite sure what the call was. Mad is in trouble. I don't like his decision to sit out here like this and shoot and stay detected. He's basically saying, come shoot me. He's the lowest health ship on the board for Team VF119. This will just... It's like he's just throwing a ship away. Here come the shells. What is Alexios doing? Now Alexios is hitting W. So that indecision could come to bite VF119 in the butt. Scharnhorst Wing. Again, here's probably where he wishes he was a full secondary build. Scharnhorst. But whatever. He should get the kill on the Octorev. At which case, the Julio needs to focus on not dying. Literally just needs to focus on staying dark, taking opportunity shots at the Georgia when he can to help support his teammate. Octorev is dead. Forget about Octorev. Alexios needs to ram. Either ram or get the kill. He cannot afford to screw up this drive-by if he's going to go for a drive-by. It looks like he's trying to go for a drive-by. I don't like that decision. He's starting to cut in now like he wants to go for a ram, but Gunmech is in a better position to dodge this ram. Notice how Gunmech is moving at an oblique angle. Alexios is going to have to go full hard rudder, and he's going to... Georgia, Gunmech pops his engine boost. Alexios needs to pop his engine boost now. Okay, he manages to still get the ram. That's good, that's good. And just like that, we are probably going to see a Game 3. Probably. I am most impressed that Mad 10 stayed alive in that Julio. Somehow found a way to live. Alright, no death pick for this game. We are going to go to Game 3. Oh, maybe. No. Alright. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, here we are. The map with trains. That's right. Awesome rail yard. If you haven't seen this before, right over here. Huge rail yard full of animated trains. And they go off to the ship here for loading and unloading coal, looks like. They also head off over this way to a mountain tunnel, which comes out... Where does it come out? Over here. Right over here. Goes onto a bridge, and then it continues into another tunnel. Trains, everybody. Okay, so let's get into the game. This is Game 3, VF119 versus SFSO. This is the group stage. And let's see the lineups. We've got... Acronym once again in the Minekaze. Rain once again in the same kind of Scharnhorst. We've got Alexios in the Georgia, Unreal Allen in the Atlantico, Mad 10 in the Giulio. So same lineup for them. SFSO, let's see if they've changed anything. Nope, doesn't look like it. Mine Kaze once again, that would be Revenge UK, Plasmatic Titan, and the Ruprecht. Now, I have a feeling that they plan on putting the Ruprecht and Georgia on opposite sides, and that's exactly what's happening here. So they kind of had a bad spawn there. That's going to take them a little bit of time to get in position. You can see Gunmech is already popping his engine boost to get as quickly as he can, move as fast as he can out of into his position up into the north. And let's see, he's also using, yeah, same build. And then Lord carries Giulio Cesare along with the Octorev heading down to A. Whew. Alright, let me just take a moment, back up. You guys can kind of get an idea of how the teams are going to deploy. And if you look carefully, you might see a train. Alright, just checking a couple quick things in Discord. There was a ping. What's this ping for? Ah, alright, cool. They're announcing that we're doing the tournament. Cool. Alright. It's nice of them to put that out. All right. Both destroyers, interestingly, going to C. Neither destroyer wanted to go to A. I guess that makes sense with the islands and stuff that could hide, like the Ruprecht's Hydro. And obviously, Ruprecht is going to want to go to the islands at A just because there's a lot more opportunities there for him to do bad things. So that makes sense. That tracks. All right. So a little bit of just, you know, the usual back and forth that happens with destroyers, which is something we didn't see last season because it was, I believe, 4-on-4 battleships only. Or was it 5-on-5 battleships only? I don't remember. JJ in trouble in the Octorev again, quite low, healing up. In game 1, that was part of the reason why SFSO won. He was able to survive. Let's see if we can keep that vibe going for game 2, or game 3, I mean. Also, Unreal Allen needs to move because he is showing broadside to the Ruprecht. And that's gonna happen. He's sitting. I don't like this. He gets a nice hit, but I feel like Plasmatic's follow-up shots are going to be much more painful. Here we go. Yeah. Yeah. Like, why are you sitting here? He's just going to get himself chewed up for free. Meanwhile, Rain pulls forward in the Scharnhorst. I'm confused about that decision. Rain might actually take the torpedoes meant for Unreal Allen, and if that happens, that will be a complete collapse. Unreal Allen takes some more hits, this time from the Georgia all the way on the other side, Gunmech. And there he goes, just like that. And now Rain has announced himself as the next target on the firing line. Does dodge the torpedoes, though. Let's kind of pull back here and see what's going on in the rest of the area. Mad 10 in the Giulio, once again, getting beat. Actually, he might die now. Yep, there he goes. Georgia takes him out.
Battle ends in 5 minutes.
Forced to show broadside. Ouch, ouch, ouch. Can't do that in a Julio. And so, what's left? Probably clean up aisle 6, honestly, because you got Alex in the middle, who's just going to get robocopped by everybody. And you got Rain in the Scharnhorst, who ran away from that position. And, yeah. More hits going into him there. Rain is trying to heal on his Julio. The Ruprecht, though, smells blood, senses blood on the water, and is going for it. Ah, look at this. Alex is going to come out right in front of the Ruprecht. Right in front of Plasmatic. This is kind of not like this. Kinda feels bad. Kinda, you know? Because Plasmatic can ram, he can torp, he can do anything, and probably be just fine. There's the torps. Lexios donates his ship to the Ruprecht, and with that, SFSO will win this best of 3. Good roll, good matchup though. It was a fun series. Scharnhorst donates himself next. There he goes. And now all that's left is the Minekaze. He's in danger. Nope, he does torpedo the Ruprecht in the face. Not enough, though. And Revenge is just going to go W right into his smoke. And that'll end it. Do I have any other ships that are sinking that I can go for death picks? Not really. I'll just do this. Because then we can get the Georgia in the shot. And maybe. Yeah! Alright, we got ourselves a triple death pick, ladies and gentlemen. Triple death pick. Let's go. SFSO wins 2-1.